For which cause we faint not. They say we faint not. You realize that some people faint along the line. There's some people on the journey, and for some reasons they couldn't continue, fainted along the line. I mean, somehow they gave in to the pressure. Somehow they gave up on what God has already started with them. Fainted. I would rather die. At this point, I would rather die than to just stop somewhere. So it doesn't really matter how very hard you think that thing is. It doesn't really matter how so much pressing it is. It doesn't matter how you think you're in so much of pain. It doesn't really matter. The Bible still calls it light affliction. Because what you're going to have to go through the training, or whatever it is you're going to have to with the pros you're going to have to be taken through, if you can't endure that, it is that much more difficult if you're going to have to endure the same thing on the field. Because of our light affliction, it might not be that much light to you. But as compared to what you'd have experienced, if you don't just humble yourself to go through this one, you're going to realize that you had opportunities to just escape the ones to come before. And you know one thing about greatness, you learn to stand. It doesn't really matter the pressure that is coming. It's either we all take it head on and get a whole problem solved, or the problem just can't be killed or fight. But I'm not going to dodge it. I'm not going to avoid the problem. The problem will solve itself. It's not going to solve itself. There's something I'm going to have to go through. I'm not just going to avoid it just because it is that much easy to avoid. Because you're never going to really avoid it. There is something about your life. It has nothing to do with the fact that actually you are here. If you were somewhere else too, you'd have been going through the same thing. It is just about your life. It is not where you are. But the things that happen to you in life, they are things you position yourself for. You can't blame anything outward for what you're going through. It is what has already been designed inside of you that you are taking through certain processes so that best version of yourself will come out. It's not that difficult, you know. You just think it is. It's not going to last.